return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Hold it ready.
Smith going to go to the air first play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hart. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
6 yards left on second down. Now Gino. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A man born to play in this stadium. It's DJ Dallas. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when they go and get...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Pick drop by Trayvon Diggs. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
46, 46.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On first down, it's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Smith. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Walker now on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Prescott now. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll throw again. Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. There he goes goes left side. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On play action, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. On 2nd and 9, Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Forced out to his left. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, Dak's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 24. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Prescott on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
3rd and 2, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now a timeout called by... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throwing now is Geno. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ochinowosu, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Left side to Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Evans. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First down, Prescott. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Prescott now. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Meyer's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man downfield is Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Taylor Muse gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's good for the Seahawks.
Just beating the play clock. Smith. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Up the middle, here's Walker. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught by Hilton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Prescott yet again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll fake it. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 66 yards. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Walker once more, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Smith on third and goal. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Bronco switch.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On second down, Prescott again. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
47.
Prescott. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Buying time to his left. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the catch made by Hilton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll throw again. Prescott being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. It's taken to the 26. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Flush to his right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25 yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. Room here to run. Past the 20. 128 yards on the ground for him now.